Hello, my name is Chris Shea, Financial Advisor with BPS Financial Services. This is the participant guide for the Pay Yourself First seminar that you should have watched already. So let's get to it and go through what the actual participation guide looks like. Go over pre-test, walk through some of the activities we talked about, talk about a lot of what we talked about in the actual video, but I'm going to do it a lot more concisely because you're going to be able to read this, hopefully get a printout, so you have it at your disposal to go back and refer to. Check in. This is a Pay Yourself First module. Saving money, paying yourself first. That's what it really is. Saving money, paying yourself first. So again, hopefully the participant guide, you'll be able to have this as a resource and then go through the pre-test, right? Bunch of questions here. It's 5 on this page, 3 here, 8 total. Go through, figure out the answers to this before you go through the rest of the participation guide. Right? Because now we're going to talk about the answers to the pre-test. Pay yourself first. Save money towards goals. Improve your standard of living. Learn to manage money better. There's a lot of reasons why you want to pay yourself first. Major expenses people save for, unexpected things, car, medical, things prop up. Down payment on a house is another big thing. Education, retirement, vacations. Save for this. Don't just throw it in a credit card and pay it off. It costs you more money because you're going to pay the interest. Save it first, then get what you need. We talked about an activity in the presentation. Savings goals. Write down what you want to save your money for. Then write down some strategies. Go out to dinner less. Buy cheaper clothes. Buy less clothes. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on in your life, but find out for some strategies for your saving goals. If you want to talk about some ways in which you can save money, I'd be happy to talk to you about them. Again, we're going to give you some, though. Saving tips, right? Needs versus wants, pay your bills on time, direct deposit, checking your banking account, open up at a different location from where you usually check or bank so that you never really see the money. Okay. Lots of advice on here to help you save money. Go through this, figure out what works for you, implement it in your life, you'll be better off. How can your money grow? Well, interest and compound interest, we talked about that. Annual compounding, daily compounding. There's a couple of examples there at the bottom, but essentially compound interest is a good thing for you. Take advantage of it and go through it. Again, a couple of examples here. Compound interest, monthly, daily, over time, 5 years, 10 years, see where it goes. Daily savings, again, we're going to just go through it. 50 cents a day, $1 a day, $5 a day. Where can you be at? Okay. Again, this is a very small amount of money, but you can see small things add up pretty quickly. We talked about APY, the whole computation for that. Again, more information here. The rule of 72, how long will it take for your money to double based upon the interest rate? Rule of 72, basic formula. Saving options. Savings products at a bank or investment accounts. You can do investments. They're more for the long-term savings, not for the short-term. Individual development account. Again, if you're in a financially strapped situation, talk to a bank. They're matched savings accounts. You put money in, you're going to get matched. Look for it up. Look up, see if you're eligible for it. Okay. Helps build assets. A lot of information here about an IDA. Read about it. Hopefully, if you're in a difficult set of circumstances, it can help you out. Electronic transfer account. Again, federal payments through direct deposit. Take a look at it. See if it works for you. Get your money without having to wait for the check. doesn't get lost, works a lot easier. Okay, college savings, we talked about that, 529 plan, savings bonds. We also talked about investments, long-term savings for your financial benefit. A lot of places can have mutual funds. Okay, there is risk in losing it, but that's in the short term usually. Most often in the long term, you wind up better off. Returns in the marketplace help you out. Okay, investment products are listed here: bonds, mutual funds, retirement investments, stocks, US Treasuries. There's a lot more. It can get complicated. Talk to a financial professional. They can help you out, give you some ideas about what might work for you. But again, the definitions are going to be here. Okay, talked about an IRA, individual retirement account, another good option for you. In addition to 401k, 403b plans. Talk about variable annuities. Definitions are here. Read up on it. Get educated. How do you choose your best investment? It's usually a diversified portfolio of multiple things. There's usually no one thing that's going to be in your best interest. Diversify. Talk to someone, get some assistance, and then reevaluate on a regular basis. We recommend at least annually. Sometimes it needs to be more frequently, depending upon what's going on in your life. Okay. Other investments in a home. We talked about equity, value of the home, minus the debt gives you the equity. You can borrow against the equity once you get to 80%, below 80% of your value that you owe. That's when banks will start to give you a home equity line of credit or a loan. Savings for retirement. Again, make the most of your paychecks to save for retirement. When do you expect to retire? What do you want to do? We have a whole presentation on Fit to Retire that talks about this. But create a savings plan. Okay? How much money do you want to accumulate? How do you want to spend it in retirement? How do you feel about risk? All these questions got to get answered. Then we get into the pay yourself action plan. How much do you want to accumulate? How long are you going to be able to leave it invested? What are your feelings about risk? Then your action plan. How much are you going to save? When are you going to save? What will you do month to month to reach your savings goals? Or the end of the year. Here's a post test. Same 8 questions. Answer them. See if you did better than you did at the beginning. Glossary of terms. We threw a lot of terms at you. A lot of terms. Very quickly. Here's a glossary. Go back. Look at them. You'll be able to hopefully understand them because they're written down. A lot of people like to have a good glossary to look at. Like I said, 2 pages of terms. You get the opportunity to take this, work with it. And again, for further information, the FDIC is out there, mymoney.gov, Federal Trade Commission. All these are available to help you with paying yourself first, saving money, doing it the right way for yourself. Before and after, we got some questions. Hopefully you have been improved in all your areas about paying yourself first and learning why it's important to save. And lastly, I'd like to learn if I can do things better. So there's an evaluation form in addition to giving me ratings. Fill it out. If you want to get it back to me, I'd love to hear from you. And again, always interested in what you find most useful and areas of improvement, what I can do to be better. So again, Chris Shea, financial advisor, participant guide for Pay Yourself First.